With 15 years auction experience, our next auctioneer is committed to the ongoing process of improving and refining his skill. He's keen to learn, he's also passionate, enthusiastic and easygoing. And I'm sure once you have the chance to meet him, you'll agree with me that he's a nice guy. Please welcome Peter Walker from the ACT.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Thank you very much for your attendance today. On behalf of Peter Blackshaw Real Estate, I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you all here today to the auction of 29 Anzac Park in Reid. To those of you who have registered and assembled to bid, I wish you well in your endeavours today. And for those of you who have come to be a part of the audience or just to simply offer support to the prospective bidders, I hope it proves to be both a worthwhile and enjoyable experience. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Peter Walker. I'm a licensed auctioneer. I'll not only be conducting today's auction and assisting with the bidding process, I'll also be discussing the terms and conditions under which the auction is to be conducted, covering some key points with regard to the contract for sale, and then discussing what I think are some important issues and factors worthy of your consideration when you assess really what this property is worth to you today, to you and any family that you have, not just for the immediate benefit of ownership, but also the long-term prospects, both from a lifestyle opportunity and also an investment opportunity. The property itself, ladies and gentlemen, 29 Anzac Park, built in 1947, is now a very well-presented three-bedroom home. The Crown lease of 99 years started in 1955. It was extended in 1958 to come to its current size, which is a very well-proportioned three-bedroom home. Offers a living room to the front, extending out to a front balcony. The renovated interior still incorporate a lot of the existing character of its original design. And they are that you've got the timber sash windows, you've also got your picture rails, the ornate cornices, the period lighting, and also the existing streetscape is that of what it was before. One of the key factors I think worthy of your consideration also is the fact that from the kitchen you look out onto a wonderful backyard, a very picturesque setting, garden setting for family living, whether it be to swing a ball or kick a bat or swing things around, even if it's just to playing on the swing that's erected there at the back. Offers excellent potential too, which is I think a key factor. You've got plenty of room to extend the home to meet the growing needs of a family. I think that's also worth pointing out, as well as a short-term benefit. Even the positioning of a pool. So there's a lot there to consider. Now, one of the things I really would like to point out, and as indirect as it might seem relevant, the origins of the suburb itself of Reid date back to 1926. The purpose of the suburb was to accommodate the workers that were dealing with the current Parliament House at that time, and also to house the workers that were to occupy the building. 1926, the year that Ben-Hur, the film, the original version of Ben-Hur was released. This was also a time that Are You Lonesome Tonight, which was later covered by Elvis Presley, was released. This is the time when the sounds and the music of Ira and George Gershwin were cutting through the airways. Now, I'm sure you'd agree they don't make movies like they used to. They certainly don't write love songs like they used to, and I'd certainly contend they definitely don't build housing estates the way they used to, certainly not the way they've done it in Reid, so close to the city where land is a premium. The symmetrical streetscape and street design enables the provision of a large number of regular-shaped generous blocks well in excess of 1,000 square metres. In addition to that, the uniformity of the landscape retains the character of the appeal of the suburb to start with. Also consider that for those of you that have young children, that the hierarchy of roads, the main roads carrying the traffic from the outlying suburbs into the centre itself, are around the perimeter of the suburb, minimising traffic flow. So from that perspective, you want to factor in that for your family, it's quite a safe and wholesome environment to be in. The hedges, which are at the front of the property, delineate the public domain from the private domain of the residential block. So all in all, the overall objective of the suburb was to create a comfortable living environment for those people living close to the city. Another thing I'd just like to go into and discuss to you as well is that we've had outstanding numbers of people attending the open houses. Many people have expressed a genuine interest in securing a property in the near future here. Now, also factor in that most of these people are looking at the long-term benefits of ownership. It's not just an investment. They're looking at the long-term benefits of living in a convenient position to the city, as well as to Commonwealth Park, and in addition to that, the walking trails of nearby Mount Majura. So with the increased demand for the properties, I think it'll also be countered by diminished availability of these properties in the years to come. Certainly key factors offering potential for capital growth in the years ahead. So I really think it's fair to say that there's probably never been a better time than now to put your best foot forward in trying to secure this property. Now, with respect to the terms and conditions under which the auction will be conducted, ladies and gentlemen, the auctioneer may make one bid for the seller of the property at any time during the auction. Each person bidding must be entered onto the bidder's record. The auctioneer may refuse any bid. The auctioneer may decide the amount by which the bidding is to be advanced. The auctioneer may withdraw the property from sale at any time. The auctioneer may refer a bid to the seller of the property at any time during the auction. If there is a dispute about a bid, the auctioneer is the sole arbiter and the auctioneer's decision is final. If there is a dispute about a bid, the auctioneer may resubmit the property to the last undisputed bid or start the bidding again. The sale is subject to reserve price unless announced otherwise by the auctioneer. The highest bidder shall be the buyer, subject to any reserve price. If the property is passed in below the reserve price, the seller must first negotiate exclusively with the highest bidder for the purchase of the property, and finally the buyer must sign the contract and pay the deposit immediately after the fall of the hammer. With respect to the contract for sale, ladies and gentlemen, it is all the unexpired lease, term of the lease for Block 15, Section 36 in the District or Division of Reid, known as 29 Anzac Park. Seller's agent is Peter Blackshaw Real Estate. There are no restrictions on the transfer. The occupancy is vacant possession. Goods staying with the property with fixed floor coverings, light fittings, window treatments and dishwasher. Date set down for completion is within 30 days and the deposit is 10% payable on the signing of contracts immediately after the fall of the hammer as mentioned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, outstanding opportunities only present themselves every now and then. I realise that the word opportunity is often worn out, but certainly I think it exists well and truly with regard to the potential to secure this property today. Who'd like to give me an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen? Certainly. I understand your question. I appreciate your interest. My comments to you is that my instructions are not to announce that it's on the market till we're close to selling it. So I'm just simply saying when we are close to the reserve, or once we've reached the reserve, I should say, you will be aware of that as soon as everyone else is. Does that answer your question? Are there any other questions, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, let's begin. Who'd like to give me an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen, for 29 Anzac Park in Reid? Who'd like to start me off? Silence is deaf. $500,000. So I've got a UV of 657. I couldn't tempt you to start a little bit higher at 600? 900. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't quite hear. $900,000 a bid, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, see your number again. I just missed that. Number 48. $900,000 a bid, ladies and gentlemen. $900,000 is the bid that I have. Do I have $1 million anywhere? Please feel free to put up your hand. Now's a good opportunity. You're in the box seat at this stage, sir. $900,000 a bid with bidder number 48. $900,000 a bid that I have, 29 Anzac Park. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, the last 12 months in Reid, there have only been 21 properties on residential blocks that have been available for sale, well in excess of 100 people looking at securing these blocks in the coming year. $900,000 a bid with bidder number 48. For the first call, $900,000 a bid. 950 is it? Sorry, can I just see your number again? Just a bit quick. 51. Thank you. 950 bidder number 51. Welcome. 950 back to you, sir. Would you like to go $1 million? Good opportunity to put up your hand now. $1 million with bidder number 48. There's two of you at the moment. $1 million is the bid, ladies and gentlemen, to have $1,050,000. Realise it's a big decision. I'll come back to you. $1 million a bid's with you, sir. $1 million I have, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for an increase. $50,000 at the moment. Please call out your bids if you like. Sorry, sir, just to see that number again. $1,025,000. Bidder number 40. Welcome. Okay, so you're saying $1,075,000, is that right? $1,050,000. Okay, thank you. $1,050,000, and sorry, your number again is bidder number 51, isn't it? $1,050,000, sir, back to you. Would you like to go $1,075,000? You're welcome to come back, sir. I've got $1,050,000 here on my left. $1,050,000 a bid that I have, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for an increase, taking 25s at this stage. $1,050,000 a bid that I have. Any advance on $1,050,000? First call, second call, all silent, all done. Bids with you at $1,050,000 at this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we are short of the reserve. I've just got a bid of $1,050,000. If I could just get you to consider, you're in the box seat at this stage. If I don't get an increase, I will be passing it in exclusively to you. I will be going around one more time. The bid's with you at $1,050,000. Taking in 25s, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any other questions or considerations, please let me know. If not, we will be passing and dealing directly with you. $1,050,000 a bid, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for an increase in $1,050,000. For the first call, $1,050,000 is the bid. For the second call, third and final time, are we all silent? Are we all done? Well, ladies and gentlemen, my position... Sorry, sir? 1.1 million. Could I just see your number there, please, sir? Number 40, welcome. Thanks very much. $1.1 million is the bid, ladies and gentlemen. 1.1 is the bid that I have. Now, I just want to say that they're in this situation. Can I just explain something that's taken place here, sir? I was just about passing in. I had an increase of 1.1. I'm assuming that there's a dispute about a bid, and as the auctioneer, I'm exercising my right to continue the bidding. So I've got a bid of 1.1 million. It's now been increased to 1.12. Your bidder number 48, so I'll keep the proceedings going. The bid's at $1.12 million. Looking for an increase, sir? Would you like to go 1.3? $1.12 million. Call out your bids, please. Feel free to bid. The bid's at $1.12 million, ladies and gentlemen. $1.12 million is the bid. The bid's with you, sir. Another 1.14 million. Thank you. 1.14 million with bidder number 40. $1.14 million is the bid, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for an increase. 1.14 million is the bid that I have. Would you like to go 1.15? We're just about to be on the market. 1.14 million is the bid. I'll call it on the market, ladies and gentlemen. We are in excess of the reserve. We are playing for keeps. The bid is at $1.14 million. Looking for an increase in $1.14 million. If I don't, sir, you'll be the new owner. $1.14 million is the bid here in front for the first call and to be sold. Another 5,000, 1.145. Thank you, sir. Just to see your number again, please. Number 48, 1.145 million is the bid. $1.145 million is the bid. The bid's with you. Would you like to go 1.15? Just confirming that you're comfortable with that, sir. 1.15 is the bid. Consider it tonight. $1.15 million is the bid, and it's back against you. Would you like to go again? 1.15 is the bid. Looking for an increase in $1.15 million, ladies and gentlemen. Do I have an increase? $1.15 million is the bid here in front. Bid's at $1.15 million for the first call and to be sold. The bid's at $1.15 million for the second call. 1.151 million. Good to remember. $1,151,000 a bid, sir, and the bid's with you at bidder number 48. $1,151,000 a bid that I have. Looking for an increase. Sorry, if I could just give me a moment. I know it's a big decision. $1.151 million is the bid. $1.152 million is the bid with you. Thank you very much. Coming back for another 1,000, sir. And 1.153. Thank you. I just see your number again. Sorry, 51. 1.153 million is the bid. Come back to you, sir. Would you like to go to 1.16? I've got a bid of $1.153 million. $1,153,000 a bid that I have, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the market. We're playing for keeps. Just get some instruction from you. 1.154, is it, sir? Thank you. $1.154 million a bid with bidder number 40. Just coming back to you. Would you like to round it off at 1.16? Make it a little bit easier. You won't buy it looking that way, sir. I realise it's a big decision. The bid's with you and I will be selling it, ladies and gentlemen. The bid is at $1.156 million for the first call and to be sold. The bid's with you. Sorry, I'll just confirm that. It's 1.156, isn't it? 1.154. 1.154, my apologies. Bid's at $1,154,000, ladies and gentlemen. The bid's at $1,154,000 for the first time and to be sold. $1,154,000 for the second time and to be sold. Third and final time. Are you all silent? Are you all done? Sold. Well, it's nice to get a bit of excitement in the auction process. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attendance. Do appreciate your participation. For those of you, the underbidders, I wish you well, and I hope that we can work with you in the future to secure a property suitable to your needs. And again, thanks for your attendance and adding to the atmosphere. Appreciate it.